Hey, my loves! Welcome back to Raveena at Home. Yesterday was my dad's 83rd birthday. He was unwilling to celebrate, but we thought being with his brothers and some of my cousins would be good for him. So last night we hosted a barbecue. It was nice to have the mini adults take over all the prep under my supervision. I'm sure they would prefer to use the word interference, but c'est la vie. Honestly, all I was doing was filming them in action. I had so much fun watching them work as a team and individually. I personally am not a meat sort of person, so I'm happy to leave as much as possible to my sons. Bee handled the salads, and of course, she helped me with all the setup. Elevating even a simple barbecue is always in the details. Here we have dark wood on white, and on this side it's white on brown. I like introducing browns into this room because our dining table is brown. On this side we are using wood, while in the grilling area we are using metal trays. These trays are going to help us transfer food from this area to the buffet table. For the tablescape, as always, I start with a tablecloth to hide my risers. These skewers were the inspiration for tonight's theme. These skewers are handmade by my dad 47 years ago. I wasn't even in my teens then. That's how long ago. The metal is still perfect, though the handles are now a little worn with age. I'm adding this as a conversation starter. It's always good to have something that will start up a conversation. And this one was a great choice. The conversation led to so many other topics. I am using a marble vase because I also want to use my marble turntable. Adding the dressings here will make it very convenient for the guests to select their preference, as we have quite a few. I'm also adding some wooden trays to enhance the brown. I definitely need a new serving board. I'm using the same plates, but this time I'm adding these acrylic bowls I've shown you before. I'm using one for the cutlery and napkins, and this one is going to be for crackers. Beforehand, pull out the things that you need for grilling, including tongs and brushes, and I'm also putting the corn out as that is not going to be affected by being left outside. Just before my son fires up the grill, we set out the meats, which were either still in the oven or in the fridge. As you go, there will be extra marinade, flavored oils, and even juices from the meat. Mix all of it together and it makes a sensational basting liquid. The mini adults did their part, and now it's time to plate the food. My son has his grill lit and working, and he has started grilling a little of each so we can get started on eating. When you have a big group or a small grill, or both, it's better to partially roast the meat in advance so cooking time is cut down. We have boiled and buttered the corn and then wrapped it in aluminum foil, ready to be charred. Similarly, the meat was roasted for almost 2 hours on a low heat to allow it to cook through and then rest before being grilled. Another huge blessing is having a slow cooker. My ancient slow cooker never lets me down. It's just a matter of prepping everything and then switching the baby on to do its job. You never have to worry about keeping an eye on it. And 6 hours later, you have this fabulous dish with perfectly pulled chicken for the sliders. I like marinating the chicken in the dish itself, so the leftover marinade gets cooked into the sauce as well. When ready to serve, toast the buns, and it takes no time at all assembling it. Another dish was the kebabs. We had skewers of marinated chicken with onions, Swiss mushrooms, and peppers. One task was given to me, and that was to make a mint sauce. I did want something refreshing because we already had ranch and blue cheese, which I would say are heavy, so to speak. I made my usual mint chutney and then mixed that into whisked yogurt. It was so good and easy enough to make, and it went perfectly with meat as well as the kebabs. I don't think I can manage without this dispenser now that I have it. Today we are making key lime juice. Lime is a refreshing choice, as I said, because of all the grilled food. And this recipe calls for key lime powder, elderflower liqueur. This one is non-alcoholic, but go for the stronger stuff if you prefer. And some caster sugar. Mix well and add some garnish. I have made this rather strong, as it will dilute once the ice that I put in starts melting. Now prepare your cold dishes early so you have time to chill those, and leave anything that needs to be served warm to the end. We always delegate our tasks in advance so there is no confusion. My son was on grilling duty. Paul made trips buying stuff. My other son ended the evening with cups of his splendid tea. He really makes good tea. All the salads that Bea made were perfect. At the last minute, I just had to sprinkle some crispy bacon and some of that oil for flavor, and then topped it with some shaved Parmesan cheese. And the guests have arrived. It was a huge success. The food was great, the company was fantastic, and most importantly, we celebrated Dad. With summer coming up, I hope you got some ideas for family barbecue night. And this meal is also a fantastic iftar option during the month of Ramadan. You can actually just roast and grill in the oven if you prefer. I would definitely do that if my son wasn't home to grill. I do hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'm happy to say you will soon be seeing my new pantry. I am so excited to share that. Until then, this is Raveena saying happy homemaking.